Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, going to show you what's good and bad in the Soulforge. Going to show you a really cool Tower of Doom team that requires no Mythic, and a Underspire team too. But first up, let's take a look at this weekly event troop, Casabelle. What does she do? She does true damage to an enemy, and if they die, inflict 1 to 3 negative status effects on all other enemies. Doesn't sound too bad at first. Allied Naga gain 2 life, immunity to poison, and gain bonus green mana from green gem matches. Other traits, the nature link is pretty cool. I do like the fact that she gets extra green and uses green. That's nice. But a spell does true damage to an enemy. That's alright. If they die, inflict 1 to 3 negative status effects on all other enemies. That would have been so much better if they die bit wasn't there. She would have been so much more usable if she just inflicts those status effects. But maybe that made her maybe a little bit too powerful for this level of troop. So it probably is about right for her level. And can still be effective if you've got a true damage team and they put her within range of killing them. Then you're going to finish them off. You can use her as a finisher and get benefits of those status effects at the same time. So not entirely unusable. I'll give her a okay-ish 6 out of 10. And as ever, get her to mythic level if you can afford the glory. Anyway, I was chatting with my new neighbour the other day, and I said to him, I've got a half-brother. He said, oh, different dads? I said, no, shark attack. Do you see? Oh dear. Alright, anyway, on to the Soulforge. Let's see what's going on there. Let's take a look at these weapons first. Doomed Sting Shot is the first one that's up. Sounds like a morning after a potent curry, maybe. Anyway, don't get it from here. Get it from the Tower of Doom shop, because you get it from here, you got to spend valuable diamonds and other resources, and yeah, you get it from the Tower of Doom shop because it's going to be in there, tier 4, and you're going to get other sigils, you're going to get other stuff, battle sigils, and more other stuff at the same time, which is good. And the gems are easier to get in the game than diamonds, so yeah, save your hard-earned diamonds and get the Doom Sting Shot from that Tower of Doom shop. But what does it do? Does damage to an enemy based on your magic with a +4 per temporary level boost, and if they use green mana, explode 3 green gems. If the enemy has a Doom, then gain 1/4 of my mana back. So use that against the Doom battle, then you'll get 1/4 of your mana back at the same time. If they use green mana, explode 3 green gems. So we're going to have to use it in the Tower of Doom event, but after that, it's the sort of thing that won't get used a lot. But we've got to use it anyway, so you're going to have to get it, whatever. But get it from the Tower of Doom shop, not here. All this other stuff is in my Soulforge extra video, so you can take a look at that if you want to see what all this other stuff does, because there's no point repeating it every single week. That would be crazy. And first weapon this week that is different is Cobra's Curse, and it's a good one. It does damage to an enemy boosted by Naga allies. Then create a mix of 6 red and green gems for each Naga ally. Now, there are a lot of weapons in the game. There's one for each, at least one for each kingdom, I presume, that does a similar thing. It does damage boosted by troops from that kingdom, and then creates the colours, different colours. But this is one of the few ones which actually creates the same colour as what the weapon uses. Uses green and brown. It creates red and green. The fact it creates green means in a full Naga team, you can actually self-charge and do it again. This can actually repeat continuously until you've wiped out the enemy. It's really, really good. Most of the other types, most of the other weapons of this type use opposite colours to what it uses to get charged. So you have to actually concentrate on having other troops in your team that are of the right troop type to benefit from the mana. But not so much with this, which is why it's a fantastic weapon and definitely worth picking up today. Medusa Tome. Deal damage to an enemy based on your magic boosted by Mist of Scales allies. Then create a mix of 6 blue and red gems for each Mist of Scales ally. See, this is how these weapons normally go. Uses green and yellow, creates blue and red. So you have to have Mist of Scales allies, but make sure at least a couple of them use blue and or red to benefit from all that mana. Otherwise, you're making it for no reason, which is stupid, and you don't want to be stupid. So yeah. There it is. Dagger of Scales. Remove all green gems. This is kind of the anti-Mist of Scales weapon in a way. Hang on. I need a little bit of tea here. Yeah, throat was going a bit claggy. Remove all green gems. Then deal magic-based damage to an enemy boosted by gems removed. If the enemy is from Mist of Scales or if the battle is in Mist of Scales, deal double damage. So yeah, kind of like I say, the anti Mist of Scales weapon in a way, but worth picking up because they're super cheap. A mere 75 diamonds and a few other bits and bobs, and this does give you another weapon. And that is, oops, pressed my button there, and that is a good thing because get enough weapons fully powered up and that can raise your, your power levels in the game, which is good. So yeah, worth getting up just because it's cheap. Said the chicken to the chick. Okay. Scale Guard Protector. Explodes and magic +1 red gems. Grants a random status effect to all Naga allies. Then summons a Naga troop. So a nice explodey summony weapon there. Do like them. Mana gen. Status effects. Summon. Really good. Can save you in many battles sometimes if you're up against some powerful foes. Wand of Stars, say every week, totally worth getting. Really good weapon, best in the game. Create 6 elemental stars and bless all allies, or create 7 umbral stars and curse all enemies. So has bless and curse built into it, but it is literally what it says. It's a blessing and a curse at the same time, this weapon. So easy to use, you'll just be blessed by it. You know, so you think it's a blessing to have it. And one day, it'll turn around, bite you in the butt when you're using it for something like Guild Wars, and you'll set up the enemy and you'll get obliterated. And so, a blessing and a curse all at the same time. So, yeah, but still an amazing weapon all around. And what else have we got? We got Medusa's Ring, doing true damage to an enemy, boosted by stone blocks, then create 4 stone blocks. Never really used it. Probably works really well with Medusa in one way or another. It does have Enchanting and Dust as upgrade, which are pretty cool. Dust creates a dust storm. Enchanting means it becomes enchanted as soon as you cast, which means it'll be ready to use again in no time at all, especially with that dust storm because it uses brown itself. But yeah, it's one of those weapons I've never really tried out. I've never really tried to, you know, do anything with it. So it could be good with Medusa. I don't know. It just sounds a bit janky, that's all. Anyway, we've got a Mirror Shield. It gains magic +1 armor and Reflect. If I already have Reflect, give Reflect to all other allies. So if you can cast it twice, you're going to get a bunch of armor, obviously twice. And if you've still got the Reflect, then you can give it to other allies too. And that pings back some of the incoming damage, which is pretty neat. So yeah, not too bad. Kind of tactical. And what else we got? We have a Doomed Loop. Give 2 magic to all allies with a +1 per tempering level boost. And then give magic +2 armor to green allies. And if the enemy has a doom, gain 10 attack. So magic boost, armor boost to green allies. It can be good in some battles, but yeah, it's not the sort of thing which is absolutely essential. Any more Serpent's Tooth. Deal damage to an enemy boosted by brown allies and Naga allies. So a basic weapon with a boost there, and that is your lot from there. So yeah, certainly a few good ones there, particularly stuff like Cobra's Curse. Right, onto the troops. As ever, go through these Summoning Stones ones, especially if you're a new player. See if there's anybody in here which is a goblin or empowered. They're the ones you want to try and pick up. Stuff like this. Merc, Lurk and Dirk. Not the best goblin, but it's still a goblin. Creates 2 Wish Gems and gains an extra turn. And does one of the following. Deal magic +1 true damage to the last 2 enemies. Or give magic +1 life to all allies. Or explode magic +1 brown gems. So yeah, not too bad. Especially with those Wish Gems as well, which are fun gems to use. What else we got next? Do we have another goblin there? Again, not one of the best ones. Converts 5 green gems to burning gems and gains an extra turn. It's alright. Nothing fantastic and nothing too amazing from there. Oh, we got a Thrall there. Probably easy to get in the game just by chests, but the kind of troop which starts off rubbish and then just grows with you as you grow with the game, becoming essential for some really good teams. Destroying magic-based gems, take 2 damage. If there are 13 or more gems, gain an extra turn. But it's the amount of destruction of gems it does and the super low mana cost which makes Thrall special. And the fact that it also gains bonus purple from purple gem matches means with a +2 purple banner, just 1 purple match means it's charged up absolutely straight away. Ready to get you all that mana. Really cool. What was anybody in there? Angry Mob's not bad. Angry Mob's pretty good. destroying magic +1 random gems and burn a random enemy, then either summon an angry mob or deal magic +1 damage to the first enemy. The fact that it destroys all those gems first, if you've got a lot of red and brown there, means it's got a chance to actually go from an angry mob on its own. Say you got killed, all your other troops are killed, this is the last one. You can actually have a whole team of angry mobs again, just because of the way it can just summon itself, the way the gem works. It's actually pretty cool like that. A lot of fun is the angry mob. Right, let's take a look at the mythics then. Let's start at the bottom and work our way up. Always a good way to start. And well, who's at the bottom here? That's legendary. See it all the time. First mythic is Arc Druid Blackwood. Not too bad, but not too amazing either. Dealing magic +2 true damage to all enemies, boosted by entangled gems. Then disease them all. Disease halves the amount of mana they get, which is effectively the same as like making them take twice as long to do stuff, which is obviously it's not as good as an extra turn, but it's actually pretty good for slowing down the mana gen of a team. And with true damage, it's not too shabby. And does create 2 entangled gems when my turn begins, and is impervious and has a 25% chance to summon a dryad on death. So this is kind of entangle based kind of troop, which is pretty cool. So good against skull based teams because it's impervious, which means it's immune to those entangle gems itself. And if you can entangle the enemy, it makes you a lot more safer against those annoying skull based teams. So yeah, certainly has his place. Next one, oh, let's look at the dragon on rotation quickly. Ruby Wrath does the usual spell, but the reason you're looking at this is because you're maybe thinking about picking it up to finish off your set of dragons to get Diamantina. This is a gem dragon, Ruby. The clue is in the title. So if this is the last one you need, 2000 Dragonite is a whole lot of extra Dragonite, but it guarantees you get it rather than keep on getting duplicates. So your call if you do that or not. For me, if you only need one dragon and it's this one, I say it's worth the extra Dragonite, because you could just spend ages just getting duplicates still, which is really annoying. And I like the fact that it's guaranteed. But player's choice, but I know what I would rather do. Next up we have Dow. More Dow. And Dow is a bit rubbish. Eliminates roughly half magic from a random skill on an enemy. Destroys 8 gems of one of their mana colours. Then repeats 2 more times for random enemies. Yes, that is it. Dow's lamp is alright, but the rest are a bit janky, and I've got no idea why he's 26 mana cost. It's too much for that spell. It's a bit rubbish. Next up we have Quetzalma. Quetzalma deals magic-based scatter damage, boosted by a chosen gem colour except yellow. Then create 10 yellow gems and remove all gems of the chosen colour. So you do that the right way, and that can just get absolutely just loopy while doing that damage at the same time, and self-charge and do it again. And with the light storm at the start, that's the yellow, means yeah, it just really works. And a 20% chance to resurrect myself with full mana when I die can actually surprise you or the enemy sometimes. So yeah, very good troop is Quetzalma. Cigarettes, great mythic, really good one this. Double a chosen colour gem on the board. Yes, you can literally choose whatever colour. Then create 3 more gems of that colour. So there's lots of different trolls that are like this in a game for each colour, but not one that literally you can choose any colour you like. And then give magic +1 life to all allies of that colour. So in a team with all blue, green or brown troops, you just can give them a just crazy amount of life, which is good. If you don't mind repeat casting this thing over and over, you can self-charge if it's blue, green or brown, and you can repeat that, giving himself loads of life, giving your allies loads of life, get an extra turn. And because, say there was a load of blue on the screen and it starts looping and you create even more blue and it self-charges, there's so much blue there, it becomes almost indefinite how much you can do this. You can just do this until you got max life if you like. Sometimes it's absolutely nuts. It's impervious as well as all elemental allies gain 1 attack and armor at the start of my turn. So yeah, Sycorax, very good, providing you don't mind all those extra turns and the time spent to make it work. But it's very good for Guild Wars sometimes, to give yourself a whole bunch of extra life if against a very dangerous opponent. Was that it? Was that it? Sycorax, Quetzalma, yeah, Dow, and yeah, what's his face at the bottom? So good, I forgot his name. Arc Druid Blackwood. Right, let's take a look at the legendaries now, just ever so quickly. We had someone at the bottom, didn't we? That was it. Dragon Knight Amira does magic +2 true damage to the last 2 enemies, boosted by red dragon gems and barrier myself, and a 35% chance to convert a red gem into a red dragon gem when my turn begins, as well as some hefty damage from skulls at the same time, so not too bad. Theodorovich. Love Theodorovich. This is for me still one of the best troops in the game, because it's just mental. Create a wrist gem when my turn begins. Now, a wrist gem, when you can't match them, you have to explode them or destroy them. So what it does one of 5 different things. It either gives 1 of your team full mana straight away, 2 of your team full mana straight away, 3 of your team full mana straight away, or all of your team full mana straight away, or all of your team and all the enemy team full mana straight away. So basically, it's got a 4 out of 5 chance of working in your favour, like 80%. You've got like a Chrysanthrax, or a Zul'Goth, or a Stellaryx in your team, or something with this. You do have to start with something else, like say an Etin, where you can explode a row at the start, and you can just basically target that Wisp Gem with Etin straight away, and you've got a 4 out of 5 chance of it just working completely in your favour, and making one of your other super powerful troops just fully charged, and just kill them straight away. Kill the enemy straight away. Absolutely amazing. So Theodorovich, absolutely love Theodorovich. Really good. Don't really care about the spell so much, but it's alright. It's got a summon, but yeah, it's all about that Wisp Gem with Theodorovich. Awesome stuff. Love a bit of Theodorovich. And what's the last 2? We have Kraken. Used to love Kraken in the early days, doing damage to the last 2 enemies, creating 8 blue gems, and there's a 35% chance to devour the last enemy. And Tentacles is nifty as well, dealing 3 damage to all enemies on 4 or 5 gem matches, and Huge was pretty handy as well. Do remember, with some fondness, Kraken in the early days. Barney Nog. 5 times skull damage versus knights. Yes, crazy. Starts battles with 50% mana. I think there's some sort of Monty Python connection to that somehow. I forget what it is though. But it does damage to an enemy, and if the enemy is a knight, deal double damage, and there's a 50% chance to devour knights. So very effective against knight teams. But who gets my... No, I can't do that every week. Mythic of the week. Quick Zama is good, but it's not as good as Sycorax. Sycorax is amazing. It's certainly not going to be Dog, that's Doe, and it ain't going to be Arc Druid Blackwood, although that is handy in some teams. So yeah, it's going to have to be the mighty Sycorax. Almost unlimited life for this thing, and it's elemental as well, which means you can start with a 50% mana start with the Mirage Queen as well. So absolutely awesome stuff. Sycorax gets my Mythic of the Week. Now onto the Tower of Doom. I'm going to show a no mythic team and a really powerful and fun to use mythic team as well, but you must use the event weapon, the Doomed Sting Shot, to earn ×2 score in this, so make sure you grab this. Deals damage to an enemy with a +4 per tempering level boost, and if they use green mana, explode 3 green gems. If the enemy is a Doom, then gain a quarter of my mana back. It's pretty good on the upgrades too. Get Tangling as one of the upgrades, which means when you cast this, you're going to entangle the top troop. But we're still going to chuck it to the back of the queue, because most of the time the event weapon becomes a little bit pointless. It's only there really to earn the ×2 score. And you get it from the shop. When you go to the shop, make sure you buy whatever it is you like. The first 4 are essential really. At tier 1, you get a Potion of Enchantment. Enchant all allies at the start of battle. Applies to this event only, and you get some Doomed Sigils too, and a little bit of gold. Tier 2, you get the Potion of Explosion. Explodes 4 gems at the start of battle, which is really nice for the team. Gets it going nice and quick. Again, this event only, and you get some more sigils, more gold and bits and bobs. Tier 3, you get a Potion of Rejuvenation. Heal 3 damage to all allies at the start of your turn. Again, applies to this event only. And this is where we start picking up the Nature Forge Scrolls. These are scrolls which you use to power up your green doomed weapons. That's the only way to do it, so make sure you grab them as well. You can do it with orbs as well, but yeah, you want to get those Nature Forge Scrolls. And you get some more Nature Forge Scrolls, some Doom Sigils, the Potion of Armor, Doom Troops, and more as well at tier 4. And also obviously you get the weapon. Potion of Armor, all allies gain armored, reducing damage from skulls by 25% this event only. And you also get the Doomed Sting Shot too, so definitely suggest getting up to tier 4 as an absolute minimum. Right, so for this, let's jump into the first floor. Each guild should have a couple of scouts going over all the floors, noting down, letting your guild know where all the useful scrolls are. And this is my opening non-mythic team. I'll show a mythic team in a minute, which is an awful lot of fun and crazy fast at the same time. But I'm going to have Ghost Queen, Queen Beetrix, Venoxia, and the applicable weapon. But these two work really well with each other. Queen Bee creates 9 green and 9 brown gems, then deals a huge amount of true scatter damage with independent 40% chances to gain an extra turn and half her mana back. If you're lucky, she can repeat and repeat until the enemy's dead, which is really cool, and cleanses all allies when matching 4 or more gems, and gains 1 magic when ally casts a spell, which is nice. So she creates all that green and brown. So the green feeds into everyone, and the brown feeds into the Ghost Queen. The Ghost Queen is going to start with 50% mana anyway, steals 7 mana from an enemy, which slows them down, getting their spell ready, and then steals life, boosted by purple gems. Stealing life is like doing true damage, but you actually take that life away from them and add it to your own. And her being up top means she's more tanky at the same time. All handy, and it means she generally benefits from all that brown from our Queen Bee. And all the green feeds into everyone. Venoxia creates 9 green and 9 blue, then deals true damage to all enemies. So again, the green feeds into everyone, and the blue feeds into Queen Beetrix, who can then cast and give Ghost Queen brown and everybody else green. Do you see? Very straightforward. Now, a little tip on this is as well, don't always cast the Ghost Queen just because she's charged. It's much better when you cast Queen Bee if all that green actually feeds back into these two again. But you can use the Ghost Queen to just soften someone up, steal their mana, or finish somebody off if they're lingering around. If Queen Bee or Venoxia, for whatever reason, don't finish them off. But Doom's Sting Shot here, we're going to be in Elemental class for this. I'm going to use a banner, Fox Banner, +2 green, +1 blue, -1 red is fine. You can have the one that does +2 green, +1 purple if you like. Your choice. Elementalist class for this. Love these traits. Absolutely fantastic. Particularly, obviously, Elemental Force. Keeps you safe on the higher levels. And we'll have Snap Freeze. We'll have Insulated. We'll have Stone Circle. Yes, we'll have Stone Circle. Watery Binding. Don't really want a brown storm at the start. Rock Solid. Really good. Get brown when we cast Queen Bee, so we get a barrier automatically. Lightning Strike and a Fortitude. So yeah, let's dive in and have a couple of games, and then we'll jump forward a bit, show what it's like on the higher levels, and then we'll show a couple of battles with that fun mythic team at the same time, which is absolutely awesome fun. So there's no good looking at the beginning board because it's going to blow up spells and blow up gems, and get things done. And there you go, Queen Bee's ready already, Eddie, and she will blitz them all out of there. Sting them to death. Alright, let's jump forward into the boss room. I'll only do this one, then I'll jump forward a bit. No point showing these super early levels because they're just ridiculously crazy. Insanely easy. So we'll grab some of that for our bee friend. See, with that Potion of Explosion and the Potion of Enchantment, you get a really good start on this. I mean, if anybody's ready to cast or they're getting mana, on the other side you can use the Ghost Queen to finish them off. We're ready up next round anyway, so we grab any colour we like, doesn't really matter because Queen Bee's ready. And it's all very straightforward at the beginning. So let's jump forward a little bit. I'll jump forward a bit to floor 8. Let's show what we can do when things start to get a little bit trickier. Now, this is where we can actually use Ghost Queen in a different way as well, which is really cool. Like a troop like this has this 100% chance to summon a Drake on death, which can be really annoying if you cast Queen Bee or Venoxia and it wipes everybody out only to get a summon. This is where the Ghost Queen is really, really handy for taking out a troop like that. Let's see if we can demonstrate that in this battle. If we take out that Drake Rider, yeah, he's going to get a summon, but it just makes it easy for Queen Bee. It just becomes a soft target effectively. Alright, so let's soften him up. So there you go, soften up, he's dead. But he got that mount, that loyal mount thing, but yeah, it's now going to be easy pickings for our Queen Bee and Venoxia. And no summon afterwards. If you get the summon afterwards, it can be quite annoying. So the Ghost Queen, very handy for taking out something like that. And also another good reason the Ghost Queen is good as well is because I've already come across a submerged troop in an earlier battle, and obviously Queen Bee and Venoxia, where they do damage to all, that effectively misses submerged troops. And this is where the Ghost Queen is really useful as well, because you can target that submerged enemy and hit them with the Ghost Queen. So yeah, she's useful in this team for a variety of different reasons. But I'll just do this battle, then we'll jump forward and let's show that fun Mythic team. Let's grab those 4 matches when they're there. Get those lovely elementalist effects going on. Oh, we don't need to charge up Venoxia because she's ready next round because of the potion of enchantment. So let's do some damage. Let's get rid of, say, or soften them up at least. Let's hit them hard with Venoxia first. Then we'll cast Queen Bee and finish off. Right, let's show that fun Mythic team now. Alright, I was just about to do that Mythic team and I had another idea. I thought, oh, Empress could be rather cool rather than the Ghost Queen. Uses a very small amount of mana, just 6, and gives magic +1 to all skills on the last ally with a 7% chance of an extra turn for each green gem on the board. So you just got to get that cast, and then you can put Queen Bee or Venoxia at the back, and they're going to get boosted up massively. Let's see what this does. This could be quite interesting. Then I'll show that Mythic team. I will show it. I just want to see what this does. So we're going to concentrate on green, obviously. Oh, we'll still grab the 4 matches when they're there, though. Thank you kindly. Won't take long for Venoxia to get up. If I got like purple now, Venoxia would be ready to go. There we go. So let's take a look. So we're currently doing 65 true damage to all enemies. If we cast this first, we got a pretty much 100% chance of getting an extra turn. Now Venoxia does 124 true damage to all enemies. I'm just going to get that just to be even more annoying to the enemy team, even though they know they're about to die. Goodbye. Well, that was good. I quite like that. Let's do another one. What we got? Yes, this room next. So get purple, get green. Get Empress cast. Destroy with your bottom troop. I might as well get this because it's there though. We've got those nice elemental effects already. No, let's do it this way. That's rather nice. Right, so have we got any purple to collect? Not yet. May as well cast this then. Purple will come no matter what. Eventually, there we go. Venoxia is ready. We've nearly killed him anyway, but we're now doing 128 true damage. Right, now onto that Mythic team, and it is really a lot of fun to use. I'm only going to show it a couple of times because it's mega straightforward. I'm going to use Leprechaun, the Empress, in a similar way to the last team. The weapon which we have to have, and a powerful damage dealer. You can have Chrysanthrax, you can have Stellarix, you can have Diamantina, you can have Scourge of Honor, you can have Tina 9000. That'd be really effective as well. But the point is, we charge up both these two. This is ready straight away because it starts battles with full mana and explodes green gems. We cast the Empress, and this basically just gives an enormous amount of skills to the last troop. It's like they're on Red Bull on steroids, and just puts the damage absolutely through the roof. It's going to be absolutely wild. It's very straightforward. And because the top troops only use purple and green, another benefit of this, like the weapon uses only green, Empress uses only green, Leprechaun uses green and purple. All the other colours, brown, blue, yellow, red, feed straight into Chrysanthrax. So it gets charged up super quickly, no matter what. So right now I'm doing 217 damage to all enemies with a boost of 28. But let's cast this first. We got a chance of an extra turn and got it. And now we're doing 412 damage to all enemies with a boost of 28. That's like wipeout. See you later. Very, very cool indeed. Alright, so let's do the unlock room. And then we'll call the Tower of Doom video a day. So super straightforward. First 3 troops only use 2 colours. Chrysanthrax gets charged really easy because of the explosion at the start from the potion. There's not a lot of mana there, see, we've only got 7 at a time. So now we can absolutely cast a Leprechaun. And there's our mana, done. Empress is up next round, in fact she's up now. Probably won't get the extra turn this time, but it matters not. Bang, there's our boost, there's the death. Let's crack on with the Underspire. Let's jump into Underspire then, see what we can do with this. Let's grab our free stuff from Matey Boy Hatface. Thanks, be gone. Right, Underspire, totally worth doing if you can spare the the time and the 1,000 or so gems to get it done. Really good rewards all round, but a really nice, easy to use team list, and even easier if you've got Attack Shaka. So let's get that elephant out of the room. Not that it's a elephant, because it's a snake. But yeah, you can actually use Attack Shaka for this. 3 times Attack Shaka and a weapon. Going to make absolutely mincemeat of this. It's a good time to go through this if you've got Attack Shaka, because yeah, it's good rewards from Underspire, but it can be a little bit of a slog sometimes. But Attack Shaka makes mincemeat of this kind of thing, so we'll absolutely blitz through, dealing true damage to an enemy and a random enemy, then create a mix of 20 blue and green gems. So really, really cool. 3 of them, weapon, blitz through. But if you haven't got that and want to do something different, I'm going to go something like a Bog Strider, a Venoxia, a Basilisk, and a weapon like Scaleguard Protector. Bog Strider destroys magic +1 gems entangled a random enemy. Reduces damage from skulls by 33% and also inflicts entangle when doing skull damage. We'll get that charged up nice and sharp and get all that lovely mana. Venoxia creates 9 green and 9 blue gems, then deals true damage to all enemies. Very, very good as well. And gains 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, and poisons a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. This actually works really, really well with a Basilisk, because not only we creating all that green and blue, so the green feeds into Bog Strider and herself, and she also creates all that blue at the same time, which feeds into Basilisk and Scaleguard Protector. But remember this, a poison a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches helps out a Basilisk. Does a true damage to an enemy, and if the enemy is poisoned, deal double damage. Then deal the same amount of true damage again, and if they are stunned, deal double damage. So this will actually work really well in Elementalist class at the same time, so I'm going to probably change to Elementalist class for this. And stun a random enemy when matching brown gems also helps that part of it. So yeah, let's get this class changed. Let's jump into Elementalist. Thank you. Now we will check to make sure we've got the right things. Snap Freeze is good, Insulated is good, Stone Circle is alright. Watery Binding or Storm Aura, yeah, well, it would do. Rock Solid, fine. Right, obviously some of them are changeable if you so feel like it. Banner for this, I've got a Slime banner, +2 blue, +1 green, -1 red. Don't know why it's that. I kind of want to get my Bog Strider going as fast as I can, really. So what we got? Well, that's all right. That's all right, Jack. We'll have a slice of that. Thank you very much. Right, so let's dive in then. So Bog Strider for the mana gen, Venoxia for the damage, and excuse me, and the synergy, creating all that green and blue. Green feeds into these two, blue feed into these two, helps out with the poison, etc. Basilisk can help finish off, and we can use this as a mana generator, status effect giver, and summon if we require it, and all the benefits of elemental class. So this should be okay if you've got no Attack Shakas, but when this video is done, I'm absolutely swapping over to 3 times Attack Shaka. There's no doubt about that. Alright, so explode or destroy them gems. Venoxia's up. Still going to be very straightforward on these early stages. Blitz through. Basilisk was ready as well. That'll come into play later on against the more powerful enemies. But in these early stages, Venoxia will absolutely get the job done. Can even go 2 times Venoxia. That's going to be pretty powerful. But if you come across any submerged enemies and things like that, that's when... Oops, I missed that purple. That's when something like Venoxia misses those things on submerged enemies. So it's good to have like a backup. Something like that to deal with those annoying submerged people, creatures, things. Let's fight these. So yeah, it should be fairly straightforward. But even more straightforward with 3 times Attack Shaka. Wow, it's decided that we don't have any green there. Annoying. What we got? Got any purple? No. Green? No. We'll get there. Don't worry about that. So, what have we got? Bash around the head. Being annoying. Oh, come on. Thank you. After a fashion. Not sure if the weapon was ready or not, but if it was, could have obviously cast that to get quicker managing. Alright, let's just do these last couple of battles. Then we'll call the video a day. It is official. The video of the day. Let's grab that. Nice to get those 4 matches. And I'll get that as well. Get them lovely little cascades. And a little cascade there on that. That's going to charge pretty much everybody up. Do the job. Obviously you can just collect green at first if it's there. Collect purple. Get Venoxia going. Player's choice. Go on, deep magus. That's going to give us a bit of green at the same time, so we'll absolutely have a little bit of that. There we go. Box Strider's ready. When Box Strider gets ready quickly, things are going to happen an awful lot quicker. There you go. That's more like it, Jack. And they are doomed. There it is. There's the video. If you enjoyed it, it'd be really cool if you bashed that like and subscribe button and shared it where you like and all that kind of malarkey. All good to me. But thanks for watching and bye for now.